Hello there, Sunday evening scaries. That's what we're talking about today. It's a new term for me.
Sunday Scaries. It's a
Sunday scaries.
theme.
Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
it's a theme that keeps coming up. It's all over the place. So
Really?
yeah, have you ever heard of it?
I haven't heard the term, but I do remember like when I was in grade school, and if I didn't prepare properly, which normally was the case, I'd feel a little pit in my stomach and, wouldn't feel good. All of a sudden I was not feeling well and I was trying to figure out how I was going to get out of going to school tomorrow. Is that what you're
That
talking
is
about?
100% the Sunday Scaries, and that's like the kid version. There's an adult version too, and
Really?
it's pretty
Okay.
much the same thing. Like, how am I going to tackle the week ahead? Coming my way Monday morning? What does my week look like? Um, it's just like a form of anxiety, and a lot of people struggle with it. And apparently, it's gotten a lot worse in the last couple of years since people have transitioned back to working in their offices or the original environment rather than working from home. And I guess it's even harder for people who have like a hybrid work environment because they get used to being at home, and that differentiation between home and working at home and then going somewhere else, like, it blurs all the lines and it causes more anxiety in general. But Sunday nights are really tough, and yeah, it's that pit in the stomach, the nervousness, and all those feelings that are like when you're a kid and you didn't do your homework and you have three tests on Monday and you just don't want to go to school, but you're the adult who procrastinated, left a big mess at work on Friday, and now you don't want to go to work on Monday.
Well,
So
so
it's a thing.
there's like normal recommended techniques or strategies for anxiety because it sounds like just another version of anxiety. But in order to tackle something and overcome it, you have to give it a name and identify it. So, is there any special things or techniques that you've heard or would recommend for the Sunday scaries?
Yeah, so they call it anticipation anxiety because you're anticipating something. And with anxiety, a lot of it is worry about things that will probably never happen. So some of the best techniques are confronting it in terms of, is this real? What part of it is real, or what part of it is my imagination? What can I do to prepare? And just being a little more organized, like having a bedtime, a wake up time, an evening routine, a morning routine, and being mindful and aware of what's going on and what you can control and what you can't. So, some of the advice is starting on Friday at the end of the day, really wrapping up your work and creating a boundary between your work week and your weekend, and not procrastinating on things that you have to do until Sunday night. So that maybe that's chores around the house or projects for the following week. And so managing the boundaries around your work and your personal life, and also maximizing your weekend, leaving your work emails to work times, not working on tasks that are related to your work unless it's absolutely necessary, and making the most out of your weekend and trying to end the weekend on a positive note rather than dwelling in the anxiety and dread and unknown of the following week.
Sounds like just writing things down would help a lot, and planning a little bit better and taking into consideration the reality, which is, there's a certain time for certain activities, and defining that and making it clear where these boundaries are can help at least sort through the thoughts around what's coming and where you've been. So I think that's good advice. Like on a Friday, knowing that you're going to be coming in Monday morning, from your mind being somewhere else, it'd be nice to wake up to a list of, hey, here's what we need to get going. And then you have it off your mind. I mean, I do that when I pay my bills. I built a spreadsheet probably like 20 years ago, and I have all my bills I need to pay, and I have a date when they're due, and then I put a note on my calendar So it alerts me when it's time to pay. So I do it like twice a month. So when I make the payments, I don't have to think about it until it alerts me again the next time. And yeah, I can see it on the calendar, but I don't have this, worry about, am I going to miss a payment? Am I not? Because I make sure that it's in the schedule properly.
Yeah, and some other advice that I heard was beyond just broad planning like that, plan what is an urgent priority and needs to get done, and categorize what's important but not urgent, and then what's important but you don't have to do it, you can delegate or get help. And then, like, another category of, I'd like to get this done at some point, like it's a long-term goal, but I'm not going to add it into my stress by thinking I need to get this done immediately. So just prioritizing, staying organized. And if you do have those to do lists or calendars, checking things off as you get them completed, because that also alleviates anxiety when you have that feeling of accomplishment and you've achieved a goal, taken something off your list, like lifting that weight of worry is also a positive and helps you manage the
Yeah, when you can
anxiety a little
see
bit
it,
better.
when you actually
Mhm.
see it written and then reflect on it again, like in 2 weeks, you can look back and say, "Wow, look, I've actually have evidence that I was productive and I've
Yeah.
accomplished something," even though in times it feels like you may be spinning your wheels, but you actually have it written down and you've accomplished something. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Look,
It's,
we've learned a lot tonight,
yeah.
on this scary Sunday, and, making it not as scary,
No, no reason to be
hopefully.
scared. Keep
Yeah.
it positive
Well, thanks for that tidbit, and, hope everyone has a great week,
and
and
do your
we'll,
homework.
yeah, now I got scared again. I don't even know. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night thinking didn't do my homework, and I'm in school naked or something. I forgot to get dressed.
You have a
Bringing
math
back some
test too.
flashbacks here. Well, very good. Well, we'll be back again and talking to you soon. Again, thanks for all the messages and keep them coming.
All right. Have a great rest of the weekend.